Total pack weight, including food, water, is 28 pounds. Oh God, I can't believe I'm unpacking this thing. Hey everybody, Syntax77 here. Just doing a quick, kind of no frills video today. Gonna keep it pretty simple because I'm literally in the middle of planning my next trip, which will be coming up rather soon. You can see there's 2 packs there, so I have convinced a victim to come along this time. So since I'm in the middle of doing that, we're going to keep this quick, but I did want to kind of share the planning phase with you. So as much as I would love to edit things up with the beast over there, we're just going to roll this together and show you what I got going on. So what we're going to be doing, and by we, I mean Mike and I, he will finally be returning to the other side of my lens here. I've convinced him to come along, and he's going to do pretty close to what I did in my other New Hampshire video in April, the Mount Adams video. I like to call it a Blitz Hike, basically where you take a normal 2 days off and a location that seems kind of ridiculous and out of reach, and you just go for it. So in this case, we're going to be going about 500 miles away to New Hampshire once again, because I am addicted. I swear someday I will get down to the Smokies or Shenandoah, but we're going to go up to New Hampshire. I'll let you know the exact location when that time comes. For those of you who are so inclined, I might give you a hint. It's AMC map number, as Chappelle would say, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So somewhere on map number 5 will be. And I want to show you the gear and the preparation. Really tried to keep it light. Both of us did this time. Actually weighed all my items. That might seem really anal, and for me, I'm kind of into numbers. I don't mind it anyway. But you can see I actually took a kitchen scale and weighed everything and wrote the weights down. Now, even if you're not going to be ultralight, and I'm not, although I'm approaching lightweight now, even if you're not going to be that ridiculous about it, I still suggest that it's a good exercise to do this. Get a piece of paper, or even if you don't want to go that far, get yourself a scale and just start weighing your gear. It'll really put things into perspective. When you see how much stuff weighs compared to other items, and then you say, well, that item's not that important compared to that one. Why am I carrying that much weight? Or for other items, you know, it's worth it. Like the pillow that I've kind of mentioned before. It's 10 ounces, but you know, it gives me a good sleep, so I bring it. You might weigh something else and say, hey, that's just not worth it. So good exercise. That's what I did. Got all that there. Luckily there's 2 of us, so we'll be splitting the 10 up between the 2 bags. This is awesome. It's the Kelty Salida 2. You've seen it in the videos. It weighed up to a total of about 5 pounds with everything, the footprint and all that extra stuff. So split it up, weighed everything out. See, each person gets their specified gear, and we're both carrying about 2.5 pounds for that. Now, I'm not going to go digging through Mike's bag here. It wouldn't really be nice or fair, I suppose, since it's all nice and packed. So I might maybe mention some of his stuff as I think of it, but I will be, unfortunately and painfully for me, going to unpack the bag and show you what I got inside. And even though the title says what to pack, that's more of a question than it is an answer, and I should hope that you understand that this is just showing you what one person, me, obviously, is bringing on a trip. It's not the be-all, end-all. It's not the right way, the wrong way, or anything like that. You might say it's the wrong way, but it's just showing you what I got. And feel free to chime in the comments section with what you use. So let's open it up. We'll get on the tripod here and really see what's going on. I will also mention, you see this stuff back here? It's not coming. This will be my cook set, GI cook set, canteen style that you've seen in other videos. We're doing, and stuff like this, dehydrated meals, not coming. We're doing, for the first time, a no-cook kind of setup, and since it's a quick trip, it won't be too painful if we decide we don't like it, but we're bringing all dry food, which you'll see in a minute. and nothing dehydrated, nothing requiring cooking. So while our food's a little heavier, we don't have to carry stoves, utensils, and fuel. So that's the plus side of ditching stuff like that. All right. And now I got that on the ground, I did think to mention one thing. Mine is the EMS Long Trail. It's about 70 liters, I think 4,200 cubic inches or something like that. It's about a $160 bag as of right now in June 2012. And then Mike has a larger pack. His is a Palisade 80 by Gregory. I believe his is a large one, so it's pushing about 88 liters. It's much bigger. He did a light amount too, so he didn't need the space. I think his is around 7.5 pounds, and my bag is about 5. But anyway. Alright, so hopefully that gives you a good view of the bag. First things first, sleeping pad. Okay, let's get this, let's really be first things first and get this out of the way. And try to roll through this for you. And again, I'm editing very little, so you can do your own editing by using that little bar at the bottom of the video and skip around, okay? So quit your complaining. Alright, poles. Swift Sport poles. Oh God, I feel like these were $7 a piece or something crazy. They're cheap. I mean, there's poles out there for $180. So these were cheap. I don't know if it was 15 for the set or something like that. So that's those. I do have the poles. They are running me, check the notes there just to let you know. I mean, Mike's not bringing his. He said to hell with it, but I said I do want to bring mine. And they're about 1.5 pounds or so. So, you know. So I do have those to spare the knees and whatnot. Just set this stuff to the side as we go. The pad, Thermarest Z Lite sleeping pad is 14 ounces. Okay. Now the downside is it's attached to the outside of your pack, so kind of bulky on the outside, but it's light and it's comfy. And Mike has a traditional Thermarest. I think that's running an extra a little over a half pound. So I think his is 1.5 pounds, and this is a little under 1 pound. But his is more compact. But that's what I'll be using for sleep system. Well, part of the sleep system. Alright. I didn't mention, by the way, the total pack weight is 28 pounds. Everything, including food, water, 28 pounds. It's actually 21 pounds plus 8 pounds of food and water. Let's go into the bottom first. I got some matches. Just waterproof matches. That's just in case, and for, you know, campfire, fun stuff. Mike has a lighter, I have the matches. So that's how we're splitting stuff up. Oh God, I can't believe I'm unpacking this thing. There's my sleeping bag. It's a $35 Swiss Sport as well. It's only rated to 30 degrees, and that's probably not necessarily true like any other manufacturer. And this weighs 2 pounds, 14 ounces, almost 3 pounds. Now it's actually a little less than Mike's bag, but Mike's bag is only maybe a half pound heavier, and it's rated down a lot lower. His was also around $350. So I mean, you're gonna pay for those things. Mine will probably break long before his too. But that's my sleeping bag. 3 pounds, 35 bucks. It's a paracord, 25 feet. It's 1 ounce and incredibly strong. Awesome. I can use that for hanging my food in the tree. Toilet paper. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. This is just a couple napkins. Not really necessary, but it didn't weigh anything. Okay, a bag that I can put my food in and hang from a tree, or I could put around my entire pack to keep it outside the tent. We're taking a small 2-person tent, so there's not going to be room inside for the bag. So if it's raining outside, we can put a bag like this around the bag, and it can get rained on all at once. It's also good to have an assortment of plastic bags. That's what I have inside there. It's just some random plastic bags. Actually, I have them here. Just random, different sizes. You never know what you'll need them for, but you will need them. Trash, stuff like that. Here's the Nemo pillow. Packs down like that. Again, it's 10 ounces. You could sleep on a sweatshirt or something, but this is summer, so I'm not gonna have a sweatshirt. This is just worth it for me. And it folds open and you inflate it, and I like it. So there you go. Okay, a compact that I stole from my wife. You've seen this before, I have no shame. I stole her pink compact and it's glittery. Bring it on, comment section. This is for putting my contacts in because I wear contacts and that's just the way it is. This whole kit is about 2.5 ounces. It's actually not as bad as you think. Or 4 ounces, whatever. This is also, could be a signaling mirror if you get into some ish. Signaling mirror, always nice. Pink one, you decide. Okay, Mike's got a bunch of first aid, so he's got that covered. Although honestly, this is all I bring anyway. And you can bash me all you want about that. It's just a few different size bandages and not necessarily first aid, although you could use it for stopping bleeding, but this is more for like fixing pants or something, tents, super glue, and I have electrical tape because it's small. A lot of people bring duct tape. Okay, there's my little repair kit for gear or myself. Toiletries, travel size, toothpaste. That I squeezed some of it out. Yeah, I know that's ridiculous, but it was 99 cents, so I squeezed most of it out. It doesn't weigh much at all. I got a little travel towel in there that I'll probably never use, but whatever. Spare contacts and a little 99-cent toothbrush. Okay. That whole little kit was, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Trust me, there's a few ounces. All right. Now, that's the extent of the bottom section here. And on my bag, and like most of them, you could unzip. This section and reach right through, but I keep it separate. All right. Got carabiners all over the place. You see that? They, I don't know. They don't weigh much at all. Okay. There's nothing really in this pack. I usually keep snacks in here. The outer pack here. I just have coffee. Now, how am I going to cook or heat the coffee? You say? Well, I'm not. But I really like coffee, so what am I going to do? I'm going to put those back in there. Well, then I'm trying it right now, and it's not as bad as you'd think. Nestle Taster's Choice Instant Coffee, shake it in a bottle of water. It's called iced coffee, people. If you love coffee or possibly addicted to it like me, you're going to make do, okay? That's the no cook system. What else we got on the outside here? In this pouch here, nothing. Over here, firearm. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Some of you agree with this, some of you don't. You see in the other, my comments, I've already made in the other videos. This is the Taurus 740. It's not about that. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I choose to carry a subcompact 40 caliber with me. Some people don't agree, and that's fine. It's their right to agree, and it's my right to carry it. That's what makes America great, la 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 la. I'll tell you real quick though. I'm a good person, I'm responsible, I'm well practiced, I'm good with it, and I carry it. It makes me feel better. Nothing bad's gonna happen. So, that's the end of that. Alright, so, there's not a lot of police out in the woods. Alright. Sawyer squeeze bags. You've seen videos on that, so I'm not going to go too deep into that either, but this is one of the bags. They weigh an ounce a piece. It's nothing. This is a gallon bag. This is a smaller bag. And this is 3 ounces. This is the actual, it's in a plastic bag, but that's the actual Sawyer squeeze unit. Gravity or squeeze filter. You just fill the bag up, squeeze it through, you're good. It weighs almost nothing, it's super easy, and it's fast as all hell. So that's good. Alright. I think that's the extent of my outside items. Other than, let me show you what's in my top pouch. Alright, if you're still with us here. Let's unzip this bad boy. What do I have inside here? Let me get up. Better in the shot. Alright. Mosquito net. 1 ounce. $10. Actually, I paid $12 for the one that's treated with a repellent. Okay? Black fly season could be on, could not. I'm reading trail reports on NewEnglandTrailConditions.com. Some people are saying black flies are out. Some people are saying it's fine. We're both bringing these nets. Okay? That goes right over your face, hat, everything. I mean, that's if like you're really getting bombarded. I think it's worth it to carry that. This is my rain jacket. I usually use this as a windbreaker. Again, it's hot right now, at least down here where I am. But I like to always carry this. It doesn't weigh much, and conditions change really fast up there. So that's what we're doing. You will notice though I haven't brought any tarps or like hardcore rain gear. It's kind of like I did in my April video when it was cooler up there. It's warm enough that if we get wet, that's fine. We'll just walk it off. But if it gets cold and wet, then at least we have something like this to put on. I'm not going to bother unpacking it, but you've seen it, or you could see it. This is just in my pack all the time. It only weighs an ounce. It's a precaution. Survival space blanket, whatever. It just stays there. Okay. You can say, hey, I don't need it. Hey, I do. Whatever. All right. Let's finally get inside this thing. Which actually, there's not a whole lot inside. So we'll roll right through this. Okay. This I showed pretty close up if you want to look at part 2 of my Mount Adams video. And what I'm talking about is the Osprey bladder. It's basically a Nalgene bladder. Osprey put it in this nice hardback case with like a spine on it. I'll just pull it out and I'll screw it. Put it back in later. There it is. It doesn't collapse on itself. Now, the downside is, it weighs, I'm going to tell you, while you're looking at it, Nalgene bladder, 12 ounces. Okay. 12 ounces of weight, but it's convenient and I like it, and so I carry it. I have it filled, it's a 2-liter version. I have it filled with 1.5 liters. Okay? A liter of water is about 2 pounds. So I have 3 pounds right here. 3 pounds of water. Okay? Moving past that, the food. Alright, let me get up here and show you what we got for food. If I don't slip on my face here. I have 2 bags like this. At about 1.5 pounds a piece. Let the bag fall there. About 1.5 pounds a piece. They are completely identical except for I do have this summer sausage in one of the bags that can be a snack at night. Remember, no cook system we're using. So let's just look at one of the bags. Total of 3 pounds of food. Now my cook system, you'd probably be bringing 2 pounds of fuel and other crap, utensils, pots, whatever. That would leave you 1 pound left for food, so I don't know. But this, 3 pounds for everything. What's inside? I'm just going to show you real quick because I know it's not that fascinating, but we're doing beef jerky, 1 bag per day. We're doing albacore tuna, protein, 1 bag per day. By the way, this whole bag is 1,800 calories. 1,800 calories per bag, plus that extra sausage stick is like 300 or 400 ridiculous calories. So 1,800 per day, and don't forget on the way home we're going to be eating cheeseburgers. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot of calories for hiking. I also don't weigh that much, so I don't need as much. But anyway, snack bars. Here's a ton of calories per weight. This is not Gorp, which would be great, good old raisins and peanuts. This is, which is very popular, but it's similar, but it's also got some M&Ms and some almonds in there. This little bag here is 630 calories. I mean, calories per ounce wise, it's heavy, but packs a lot of calories. Okay. And the dog is visiting us. Hi, Jasmine. All right. Pop-Tarts. Okay. Fun empty calories there, and mayonnaise for the tuna. That's what we got for each day for food. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but quick and simple. So now the food's out of the way. Let's show you what else I got. We're in the home stretch here. Okay, some clothing options. This is actually interesting because I have some. Let's just take it out. I had this Tech Wick shirt. It's the heavier one I had in my Mount Adams video. This thing's awesome. But today I was actually at EMS looking around on my lunch break, and they had this, which is like a light summer version of that, on sales for 15 bucks. It's definitely lighter. I tried it on. It's actually really cool. It's still the wicking material. My idea behind this is it could be at night if it gets cool, obviously, but also if I decide I want to protect myself from sun and bugs by just going long sleeve. I don't know how hot how hot it will be, pardon me. If that's doable, I don't know, but I'll try it. If the bugs and sun are really getting to me, I can just put this bad boy on. It's very breathable and light, but it'll keep my arms covered up. So I'm actually replacing that green shirt you saw with this. Okay, and the other thing, now that all my gear is back all over the floor, you notice how I put everything in the bags too, just for organization and water. I guess it would slow things down a bit. This is just some regular, really light shorts. I don't think I'm gonna wear these, but they're like a backup in case I get all wet or something. I have something to sleep in or walk around the campsite in, because I will primarily be just, other than undergarments, I'll just be wearing the outfit that I go in with the whole time. And speaking of undergarments, socks, these are actually full length EMS socks. I know full length is a little weird, but I like to do that and just kind of fold them down. That's just me because I wear taller boots, which I'll show you, and synthetic underwear that I'm not going to bother flouting on camera, but you get the point. But it should be said, go synthetic for that stuff too, and obviously bring spares. All right, because you're going to be sweating. Here's my half of the tent. Not going to bother taking that out, but I think I ended up with the main body, the spikes, and something else. So that's my half of the tent. Put that guy back in there. And that is everything in the pack. Okay? That was it. That's where the 21 pounds plus 8 pounds of water and food comes from. 29 pounds total. I'll be walking in with this. And oh look, my compass. I do have this. It's an ounce. Regular old backup compass. Okay? Mike's going to be carrying that Garmin PN60 that you've probably seen before. So he'll have that. What I'm going in with, just real quick, again, I actually like EMS brand stuff. It's not the same quality level. I mean, the difference between my bag and Mike's is pretty quality wise. I mean, it's just, I think it'll hold together, but it's just got that nicer look and stuff. But the EMS stuff works, and these are just some socks that I fold down because I wear boots like this. Now, these are about a ½ pound a piece heavier than something like this, which a lot of ultralighters like. I like these, but no ankle support, so I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm taking the extra weight, and I got my garments here. Okay, a little heavier, but I'm not gonna roll my ankle as easily. So that's my shoes. Okay, shirt, again, everything synthetic. This is a Nike Pro Combat. I'm a cheap SOB, but this was on sale, so I got it. If you don't want to get that, go to Target, and if you can see this, you know, Target has the Champion brand breathable stuff. It's not quite as nice, but it does the trick. But if you see something like this on sale, I actually really like the that shirt. That's my go-to shirt, and then my go-to pants. You've seen 1,000 times if you watch the other videos. Same thing as the convertible EMS shorts that zip on legs. Yeah, zip on pant legs. These things are super light, convertible obviously. They dry ridiculously fast. Works for both sweat, rain, etc. They dry really fast. It's awesome. So I don't do anything but synthetics. That's just me. The only other thing to really talk about is my everyday carry stuff that I wear all the time anyway, but it'll be with me, so I'll show it to you. I already have another video on this, but the Leatherman Squirt 2-ounce multi-tool. Okay, got your knife on there, and pliers, mostly just in case I need to get knots out and stuff. I have a whole video talking about it, but I've never needed my full-size multi-tool out there, so I just converted to this, and it's practically weightless. Okay, got that. Whoops, can't find the camera there. Chapstick, flashlight, have a whole video on that as well, but this is the Prion 2. Alright, nice and light, about an ounce. And knife. I upgraded the knife. I'll have a video on this. The other knife I was using was this guy at 4 ounces, but he was only $8. But I have upgraded to the SOG Blink, and if you blinked, you didn't see it open. This is only 2 ounces and incredibly thin. I carry this in my back pocket all the time, but this will be coming with me. Mike has a somewhat larger knife that he's bringing, so we're covered on that. And finally, one thing that I don't have with me, so I guess I will be doing some editing. On the inside of the inside pocket, I forgot to show you. This Nanobite by P-Tech headlamp, okay, $15 guy. Some gloves. Quarter bottle hand sanitizer. That's great for getting sap off your hands. And that's the gist of that. Now I don't have any spare batteries because I really have a redundant light system. I have this guy, plus I have this guy. So if one fails, I just put the batteries in the other, whichever one is more important to me. That's pretty much all the gear that I can think of. So thanks for tuning in, and speaking of which, you know, stay tuned. If you're interested, we should have a new video up soon. It'll be Mike and I somewhere in New Hampshire. So, see you then.